Okay, so we've been talking about this one a little bit. We want to try something a little different. We're going to do an improv list, meaning that we are going to ask a question. In this case, we're going to ask it of Andrew that he does not know about ahead of time, and he's got to put a list together basically off the dome. Tommy and I just talked about this one a little bit. I'm going to let Andrew into the room now so that he's able to hear the list, and we'll see how this one goes.
I feel like we're on Room Raiders.
Yeah. All right, Andrew, back in the room. Can you hear us?
I can.
All right, you're back. Okay, so Tommy and I talked about this one. The list that we're going to have you do for this first improv list, if that's what we're going to call it, things you wish you had done while you were furloughed.
Oh boy. Okay.
And because this is an improv list, let's get the rules out right now. Do we want to do 3 or we want to do 5? This is the first time we're doing it. We haven't discussed it ahead of time. My personal thing would be 5, but if Andrew,
I say 5. I say 5.
List while he was furloughed, so
5.
5. All right.
He was furloughed for a long time.
He was furloughed for a not short amount of time.
Just talk amongst yourselves for a second. Let me just jot.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, he was furloughed for like 3 months. I think it was like April to like July, but I could be completely off about that. I know some of the things that he did do during that time. He watched. Go ahead.
Let's clarify. It was during like the middle of the pandemic. So like,
yes,
there was not a lot you could do.
Like work performance. It was he couldn't go anywhere. He couldn't really like make new friends. Although he maybe could have made new friends. Who's to say? But during that
giving
time,
him ideas.
He watched a lot of my Twitch streams. He played a lot of video games because he would. For the first time in my life, Andrew was playing more video games than the rest of our friend group.
It was a pretty good time. This list is difficult for me because I had a great time. So,
well, okay. We talked on our previous pod that hasn't come out yet about how as adults we're able to have hobbies, but we don't have any hobbies. I think furlough may have been the time that Andrew developed some hobbies. Then immediately,
I think being furloughed was his hobby.
Yeah. I'm guessing. Come on, but I can't confirm. Yeah, look at him. He's scratching the beard. He's getting after.
You're never making an improv.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we decided on 5 because I have 3 right off the bat. Okay, one of which is read books. I should have read books during furlough. It was a perfect time to do it. I had endless amount of time. I've talked about for years. I need to start reading again. Didn't read a goddamn single thing. So
didn't read a single book.
Big piece of shit. Didn't read a single book during that time. See, I didn't read it all during that time.
It makes a lot of sense for you because if people were to like meet you, they'd be like, "Oh, you're like big reading guy. Definitely see that guy reading." If they were to meet Thomas, they'd be like, "That kid does not know words. That kid hasn't read a letter in his life." And I like to believe that I fall somewhere in the middle. Like I give people the idea that I can read, but really I'm dumb as bricks. So yeah, that's a good one off the top.
I really want to argue with your analysis there, Griffin, but.
Another one I got is just I wish I had gotten in shape. I actually like in the early part of quarantine / furlough, I was on a pretty good trajectory. I got this app that was like get abs in 30 days or some shit, which was basically like ab workouts once a day for 30 days, and I didn't miss a day, and I was like actually starting to see a little bit of results, and then it's me, so I just ate food instead and gave up.
You didn't miss a day? How long did you make it though? Like, did you not miss a day for 3 days?
No, for 30 days. For 30 days.
Oh, you made it 30 days?
Yeah.
So the app's a liar if you didn't have abs at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was like
a liar sometimes.
Exactly.
Science is a liar sometimes.
I didn't pay for the premium one, so it was like the beginner 30 days. So
all I'm saying is that app made you and the rest of the world look like a bitch.
Yeah. It's stupid science, bitch. It was really optimistic of you to think that you were only going to be furloughed for 30 days. But also, I will give you some credit. Being furloughed, probably not the time to pay for a premium app subscription for a service that you definitely weren't going to use longer than 30 days.
Yeah, that's fair.
So at the end of 30 days, were you just like, oh, this didn't work, I'm going to stop?
No,
and second question.
I got preoccupied with other things.
At the end of 30 days, do you just go back to day 1? or is it day 31? Because again, that app's a liar.
Yeah, no. So the free content that I had, you just have to like start over. And I've actually since that time period tried to redo it because I was like, yeah, those 30 days were good. I should stick to that routine. And I've gotten to like day 10 and given up in subsequent tries.
You can
Yeah,
tell
I
that
know.
up on day 10.
I know. Okay, so another one I have started a business. There was a time during quarantine and during my furlough where we kind of discussed it because it was like, you know, a time that we were all trying to be creative. I think a podcast was more our speed, so we came to realize that later in the year. But earlier in the year, I feel like we had pretty big ambitions, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what that would have entailed, how realistic actually starting a business. Obviously, depending on what the business was, it could be really realistic or not realistic at all. But you know, I could have definitely passed the time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you wouldn't technically be furloughed anymore if you started a business, but
Yeah.
so I
You
don't know
would
how much
still
that
technically
counts,
be
but I
furloughed.
mean,
No,
Well, I'd still be furloughed from my day job.
Furloughed. Yeah. He still would have.
It's not like,
fair enough.
career to go back to.
and it's not like I would have started a business and then it's not like I
Yeah.
would have started a business and then my job would have seen me, like my boss would have seen me and be like, wow, you're showing work ethic. You're welcome back. Like,
Or they would have seen on LinkedIn that you
Fair
added
enough, fair
yourself, like the single owner of an LLC, and been like, oh, one more guy we don't have to hire back when this is all over. But yeah,
Exactly.
shout out to the attempt
yeah.
idea that went nowhere. Maybe one day.
Right. Fourth thing on my list is learn to cook better. I think that would have been the perfect time to learn how to cook better. Not just for the fact that it's a life skill that everyone should have and I need to be better at, but also for the fact that, you know, while furloughed, I was still ordering food probably too much when I should have been cutting back on that. So yeah, for both those reasons, definitely should have learned to cook more.
Probably would have helped with the whole abs in 30 days thing.
Yep.
Probably would have also made Sarah a little bit less frustrated with you during that furlough when you were like playing Xbox with us. You could have instead been making her dinner or making yourself food. But you know,
Yeah,
I think
it could
Or reading
it
a
could have
book.
improved. It could have
Or
improved a
reading a
lot of
book.
aspects of my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the fifth thing on my list, which I wouldn't have thought of
Some people
till
would call that fine, but yeah.
till 5 minutes ago, taken a virtual improv class. So I could be good at improv for this.
Oh, that's a big brain move.
Yeah. Because I mean, you know, hindsight's 2020, but I would have been a lot better at this had I done that.
Hindsight is 2020, and so was last year.
Yeah.
Not a good joke. I mean,
I should probably take improv class too.
we as a group should take improv classes. That's a post-quarantine thing.
I
guess
like this improv list format. I'm feeling good that
What-
mine's done now for the next couple weeks, and I'm excited for you guys to have to do it.
Is that
Yeah.
the order you would put it in now?
Oh
Those
yeah.
same five. What's the order?
Let me think about the order. I'm gonna move start a business to the bottom,
Mhm.
then read a book, then
It's not even read books. It's read a book.
read a fucking book.
Read
Yeah.
a singular book and
Read a
Oh
book,
my
then get in shape, then learn to cook, then take improv. So yeah. 5, start a business. 4, read a book. 3, get in shape. 2, learn to cook. Number 1, take a virtual improv class. Those are the 5 things that I wish I had done during
All
my unfortunate furlough period. During
And how long were you furloughed for?
3 months.
3 months? Okay, so I was right. All right, yeah. So
Need
3
to know
months,
anything else about my personal life, Griffin, for the whole
3
audience?
months, not a single book. That's like 90 days, give or take. Not one book. Maybe
Imagine
some-
how
Oh,
many
I've gone
abs you
longer
could
than
have.
that.
You could have so many abs in 90 days.
Yeah.
You could have found us sponsors for our Not Yet in Progress podcast. That should have been on your list, but it wasn't. Good first improv list. I think we're gonna do this maybe not consistently, but we're gonna try and keep these going. So if you like them, we're gonna throw it up on YouTube. Make sure you throw a like on it. If you do not like them, throw us a like anyways. Share it with your friends. Come up with your own improv list. If you have a list that you want us to do, that you want someone on the pod to do, shoot us an email, listnightofficial@gmail.com. One of us will check that. Whoever gets to it first, and they will hide it from the others. And yeah, good job, Andrew. I guess pretty.
If
good.
he had,
Kind of makes me sad about your lack of reading, but it is what it is.
you honestly could have killed 2 birds, 1 stone. Read a cookbook, learned to cook.
Yeah.
270 meals you could have cooked in those 3 months.
Just a fun way to spend 3 months, just reading a cookbook. All right, good stuff.
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you want to see for the next video. We appreciate any and all support, and make sure you're also following us on Twitter and on Instagram. See you next time.